They say a week in politics is a long time. But is Kamala Harris currently discovering that an hour can be a long time too? Or, to put it another way, 60 minutes. The Democrats' wannabe president hoped that her defining on-screen moment would be the TV debate with Donald Trump last month, a compelling clash of the candidates that she was widely judged to have won. But now the curse of television has struck again and shockingly exposed Cackling Kamala's woeful weaknesses. After a series of soft soap appearances in which liberal CNN and MSNBC presenters conducted sycophantic "what's your favourite colour" interviews, our heroine went onto CBS's 60 Minutes to be politely but relentlessly grilled by veteran reporter Bill Whitaker, who, in the nicest possible way, tore Kamala to shreds by doing what she hates the most, asking her difficult questions. At the end of this excruciating exercise, what did we learn about the woman who would be president? She's got a gun and she knows how to use it. That's it. Great. On a rather trickier topic, Bill inquired why, given that America hands billions of dollars worth of weapons to Israel, does the Biden-Harris administration exert so little influence over Benjamin Netanyahu? Take it away, Kamala. The work we do diplomatically with the leadership of Israel is an ongoing pursuit around making clear our principles. Is there a translator in the house? Someone who speaks gobbledygook? Then Bill quizzed Little Miss Word Soup on her fondness for calling Trump a racist. If he's a racist, purred quiet assassin Bill, does that mean the millions of citizens who vote for him are also racists? I believe the American people recognize the true measure of the strength of a leader is not based on who you beat down, it's based on who you lift up. Eh? Obviously, it doesn't remotely answer the question. But apart from that minor problem, what the hell does it mean? On the economy, Bill wanted to know how President Kamala would pay for significant increases in child tax credits and huge giveaways to first-time home buyers. Answer: when you invest in small businesses, you invest in the middle class, and you strengthen the American economy. Okay, then. How would she navigate all of this through the notoriously difficult Congress crapshoot? Answer: when you talk quietly with a lot of folks in Congress, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Glad they do, because I'm damned if I do. Do you? And finally, as the ludicrous lady unravelled before 6 million viewers' eyes, the redoubtable Whitaker pressed her on her constant U-turns. On immigration, on Medicare, on fracking, on gun control, swerving from the unelectable left to the much more electable right. Gee, wonder why. Guess we'll never know, though, because this was her explanation. We are a diverse people, geographically, regionally, in terms of where we are in our backgrounds. What the American people do want is that we have leaders who can build consensus. That has been my approach. And with that, the cavernously empty Harris bandwagon careered towards oblivion. Meanwhile, there's life in the old Biden dog yet. Furious with his treacherous VP for plotting his Washington downfall and ruthlessly throwing him under the bus, Seething Joe has hit back at her blatant attempts to distance herself. He's made it clear that Calamity Kamala was integrally involved in all of his dud policies. A catastrophic week for a peacock politician in a tailspin. And the net result is, in the all-important swing states, the polls are swinging in Donald Trump's direction. In 60 car crash minutes, Kamala Harris was found out and found wanting. Your hero's in trouble.
It wasn't a great...
Ah, there we go.
It was terrible.
He admits defeat.
It wasn't. He does not admit defeat. It wasn't a great performance, and her carefully worded answers, which
arguably
didn't answer many questions at all, won't have done her any harm, but they won't have done her any good.
They have done her harm.
You've
the
got
polls
to,
are swinging.
OK, you've got to admit, though, Kev, that most people have made up their minds when they go and watch a debate. Most people have made up their minds when people do interviews. That's why Trump felt that it was OK to pull out of the 60 Minutes interview. He doesn't think he's going to lose.
Well, he saw that.
He doesn't think he's going to lose. He doesn't think he's going to lose any support for not doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. OK, anyway, let's remind ourselves of Kamala in action.
You were for Medicare for all. Now you're not. So many that people don't truly know what you believe or what you stand for. And I know you've heard that.
In the last 4 years, I have been Vice President of the United States. And I have been traveling our country. And I have been listening to folks. We are a diverse people, geographically, regionally, in terms of where we are in our backgrounds. And what the American people do want is that we have leaders who can build consensus.
What the American people want, Kamala, is for you to answer the question.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's all...
What a load of crap.
Yeah, but it's also all lies about the fact that she's been travelling the country and listening to people. It's not true.
Doesn't matter. She didn't answer the question.
Yeah,
he wanted to know why she keeps changing her mind, why she keeps U-turning. We know why. It's because all of her previous positions were so left-wing, they were completely unelectable, and she's hurtling rightwards in order to take on Trump at the polls, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very artificial when she starts injecting this stuff into conversation like, I've got a Glock and I can use it. It's like, that wasn't even the question. She just came up with that. It was like also with the Oprah one, she goes, I've got a gun. She keeps saying, I've got a gun, I've got a gun. And it's like,
wait there, though.
No, but it's so artificial. We can see what you're doing, Kamala. You're just pandering and pandering.
Wait there,
we know that you don't stand by anything. Does that mean you're going to flip-flop right back?
OK,
so look, Simon, I'll give you a point in a minute. But
OK.
Look, I've lived in the States, as I've made claim.
You've mentioned it once or twice.
Once or twice. I don't like to talk about it, but I'll reveal it now. And Americans revere 60 Minutes, and well, they might. It's a damn good program. It was the biggest show of that night. It was last Sunday. Yeah. It beat huge ratings blockbusters, Dancing with the Stars and The Voice. It was the biggest show of the night.
It's the What Just Happened.
And it's the What Just Happened of America. Yeah. No, luckily for 60 Minutes, it's not the What Just Happened of America. The Americans really take it seriously. Yeah. They respect it. And that was a very important appearance for her. And Americans are not stupid. They heard her avoid every single question and come up with that absolute word soup claptrap.
OK, so
that is going to cause... It already is causing her a great deal of harm.
Let me make my point then. So the people, and you'll see in the comments below this, the people who are going to vote for Trump are still going to vote for Trump. The people who are going to vote for Harris are still going to vote for Harris. I don't believe it will move the needle. The people who are most upset about it...
It already has, though, mate.
Are the political commentators like ourselves. But also, if you look at her as a politician, what was she doing? She was running down the clock trying to answer that question. The second thing she does is... No, the second thing she does is, as the facts change... So does as the facts change, so does her opinion. And what was she saying? What was she saying?
Facts don't change, mate.
Sorry, as
facts don't change.
As the information changes.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So does she. And what
anyway,
was she, Simon, but before you throw to a bad end,
I'm not going to throw to a bad end.
Let me just say one more thing, please. And that is that ultimately she has to build consensus. And if you've got...
Simon, this show's only 60, it's only an hour, you know.
If you've got a lot of people who disagree on certain things, you have to go round and you have to get compromise. And that's what she's saying. She just says it in a very...
She's not saying anything.
She just says it in a very florid way.
All right.
Because she doesn't have somebody like you shouting at her to get on with it.
Incredibly, CBS that screens 60 Minutes did their best to make her look better than she actually did. I mean, she looked absolutely terrible, but had they have not edited this show, she'd have looked even worse. And Donald Trump was onto her. Have a look at this.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
Well, I mean, the second one was slightly better, and that was highlighted in the Donald Trump video. So, Samara, somebody in CBS wanted Trump to know this, and he's put out a video proving. So, even her second answer was just a load of vacuous crap.
Yeah.
But her first answer was embarrassing. This woman wants to be the President of the United States, the most powerful person on the face of the planet, and that's the kind of crap she comes out with. Give me a break.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly also the reason why Trump doesn't want to do his 60 Minutes interview.
Yeah, I get that.
Because he says, the liberal biased media, there you go. That is the evidence. They've gone and edited something in to make her look better. Yeah. And, it's actually much darker than we think. All this word salad. If she can't come up against a 60 Minutes interviewer, how's she meant to talk to Putin? How's she meant to talk to Xi Jinping?
Yeah.
How is she meant to, represent the free world on the world stage if she can't even give a concise answer?
Well, let's just take that. Let's take that for a second. It's called 60 Minutes. They interview her for longer than that, and they cut it down so it fits 60 minutes.
She asked for that.
Okay. We don't know that for sure.
Answers.
We don't know that.
They were kind to her.
They
let her answer again.
They were very...
obviously said to Bill Whitaker, blimey, what a great operator he is, by the way.
But
and she obviously said, can I do that again?
But we don't know that. I mean, Trump is famous for giving such rambling mental answers. I mean, just last week he was talking about...
He was talking last week about Trump now.
No. So him being edited, I mean, Samara, has Kev ever been edited presenting the show?
Kev's not
No, we're live. This show, maybe.
Yeah.
But upstairs, when I do my show at the Political Asylum every night, Monday to Friday, it's 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. I highly recommend it. That's live, 3 hours live.
Let's be honest.
I do okay, don't I?
Yeah, yes, exactly. And this is actually really dark. This is editing a potential presidential pick to look better than she is. That's what that is. It's basically tampering with evidence that she's not that great and then showing to all the millions of people that watch that she's competent.
Listen,
it's a lie.
Would you accept this, Simon? Wait a second.
Sorry.
Would you accept this? That we've got less than a month to go now until the
600 hours.
the November the 5th, the big presidential election. And she's going to have to repair the damage she did on 60 Minutes. She's going to have to somehow go on television and look cogent and look well-informed, because on 60 Minutes, she looked like an abject moron.
I disagree that she's got a hill to climb. I don't think she I don't think she handled herself.
The polls
well on
are
60
reversing,
minutes.
mate.
The polls aren't reversing. I had a look.
They
before
are in the swing
before I
state.
came in, and there's 1.5, and the margin of error is 3%. So the polls are close, tighter than a gnat's chuff. But there's still everything to play for. Still everything to play for, and I still think
I do the swearing.
I still think that Kamala. I still think Kamala can swing this.
Well, you could pronounce her name properly. If you love her so much, it's Kamala.
If you're a Trump fan, you're going to vote for Trump.
Think of a camel and then put an A on it.
If you're a Trump fan, you're going to vote for Trump. If you're a Kamala fan, you're going to vote for Kamala. But nobody is going to watch either a Trump debate, a Trump rally, a Kamala debate, a Kamala interview, and go, "You've changed my mind." That's not going to happen. So we're kind of talking about.
Get ready with the bleeps, everybody. But did you just say if you're a you're going to vote for Kamala?